Real in Sicily welcomes you to Bisacquino once again with this house, which is in 2 levels. And this is interesting because it could be divided since it has 2 separate entrances, 2 separate doors from which you may also make 2 different apartments out of it. This property was built at the beginning of 19th century, and this is the most interesting thing. Look at that, for example. These stones were set one by one, each one above the other. So this is the most interesting and steady structure for a house like that. But let's explore the property, which is the most interesting thing. We've got a basement over here, which could be used as a storehouse, which is only 40 square meters. All the property is about less than 100 square meters. Let's see it. This is one entrance. The other entrance is on another alley on the back of this area here. So as I told you, you can also make out 2 different houses out of it, and the price is interesting. Of course, it needs to be restored, but let's see it and let's see how we could restore it together. Okay, let's see the storehouse first. Well, you could also use it as a basement, for example, or as a dining room. Of course, it needs to be restored. But for example, once again, foresee, please, with your eyes, because you can also play with the height. You see how tall it is? It means that you could also have a mezzanine, for example, and make 2 different floors out of it, which is wonderful, actually, as a solution. And even the weather, the temperature, which is inside, the climate, which is nice. Well, let's climb this staircase, which starts from here and goes to the upper levels over here. Well, it's closed right now, so we need to open it. Just a rope. Why? Because everything is so naive here, and this is wonderful for villages like Bisacquino and other places which are similar here. Bisacquino is 700 meters on the sea level, 35 kilometers far from the seaside, which is nice, and it's just up on a hill amid Agrigento and Palermo, because there are only 75 and 75 kilometers, approximately 15 miles from both capital towns. Okay, this was the basement or storehouse. Let's go from the alley and let's go to one of the entrances. As I told you, there are 2 entrances, so that you can also think about, for example, 2 houses property to be rent. Why not? I mean, everything is possible in Sicily, and everything with real estate in Sicily is reality, because even a dream to stay, to live in a wonderful place as Sicily is, could be real, with prices which are very interesting right now. Okay, let's climb the staircase. Well, let's see it. It's nice. I say it for you for the first time. It's really, really nice. Okay, look at the width of the house. Oh, gives you a sense of grandeur, actually. With this price, it's very rare to have this sense, but it is. This is the sitting room. Well, you can do whatever you want. Look at the roof over there, the ceiling, which is wood, real wood, at the beginning of the 19th century. You could also say, well, is it safe, that roof? Of course it is. Everything is if it's proposed by us. And for example, with this game going down the way it goes, you can also think of a mezzanine over there, right, to have a studio. Other rooms, like this one, for example, right here. Well, nice, wonderful. This is the one that comes up from the basement that we've just seen. Look at that. That's the staircase. Maybe you remember the door over there. This is the staircase. The staircase needs to be restored, everything. But once again, the game of the height means that once you put a mezzanine, maybe you put in the safeness this roof here because maybe it needs something in order to be waterproof. And with the mezzanine, you can build architecture and think about all the things that you can do with this house, or your architect, or our local architect, our local workers, which are not expensive, because in Sicily nothing is expensive. And think about the fresh air, the wonderful food, friendly people, so that even if you, for example, thinking about staying in Sicily 6 months a year, well, it's wonderful. Sicily welcomes you, and Sicilians welcome you as well with their friendly attitude. Okay, let's explore everything. Oh, this is a good wardrobe. Why not? It's comfortable for your stay here. There's another room over here, which is actually a bathroom. Well, you may be used to the way you want to use. And let's go to the upper level. So you may also have two different, oh, there's another bathroom here. Very small, but nice. I mean, you can play with the measures, with the size, with the sizes, the way you want to. Well, let's climb this staircase here, and let's go to the upper level where the property ends up. 80 square meters, maybe a little bit more. Oh, wonderful. I love this. Look at this with me. This one, even if you restore, if you renovate this house, this one doesn't need to be touched. Do you know why? Because this is the charcoal cooker. I mean, you put the food over here, and you have the stove here, so restore it, please, because the taste of your food will be so rich with Sicilian food, and this area is full of natural goodness, like, for example, ricotta cheese, and the milk is wonderful. There are so many sheep here. There are all the crops, wonderful. All the agricultural is wonderful over here. There's a terrace here, cannot be open right now, but it's nice because you see the light coming inside from that terrace. And all this is possible to be bought for a very small price, and restoration is possible for one more very small price with real estate in Sicily here in Bisacquino.